yes sir, Bob. Welcome to a Q&A type session for today's video. Alright, so first things first. I did a video a few days back. It was the rant, the most recent rant I did, and few people misunderstood the video and actually read more into it than what it was. And it was, you know, my comment that was made about Trucker Josh. The point I was trying to get across seems to have been missed by a few of you, so I just want to clarify. I wasn't taking a jab at Trucker Josh or anything like that. My point clearly was that while both videos are similar, or both of us do similar type videos and it's trucking involved, you know, there is nothing spectacular about Josh's videos as far as spectacularness goes. There's obviously nothing spectacular about my videos, but my point is they're both different. Okay, Josh's videos are totally different than what my videos are. If they were both the same, then what would the point be, right? They would just be the same thing. So, you know, because a lot of people, the naysayers, seem to want to compare me to Trucker Josh, so that's why I used his as an example. So the videos are different, but they're the same, if you know what I mean. So anyways, you guys that mistook it, I already talked to Trucker Josh. He didn't take no offense by it. There was none meant. So you guys, you know, some people, you really got to stop reading more into something than what there is sometimes. So I've had a couple nasty comments and people that aren't too pleased with me because they think I took a jab at them. Anything but that. Far from the point. Okay, so let's get right into first thing that's mentioned. It's not really a Q&A, it's a suggestion by Senderly, who left a comment on episode 42 of Living in a 6x6 Space. He said, strongly recommend putting light bulbs in with either gloves or wax type paper because fingerprints may shorten the life of the light bulbs. And he's totally right, because when I put in that light bulb, I was just using my bare finger. It's the oil that's on your fingers, the skin oil, your natural oil. That's particularly is true when you're using halogen bulbs for like your headlights and stuff like that. So you have to be very careful with those. These ones, not so much, I don't think, is a big deal, but it never hurts to maybe even use a paper towel or something, just so that you're not putting your oil from your finger on it, because yeah, I agree, it could probably shorten the life of the bulb. So thank you very much, Senderly, for that tip. Alrighty, on to number 2. Okay, so I've received a lot of, not questions, but comments in regards to filming while I'm driving. And people say, well, maybe I should get a mount and things, you know, similar to that nature. And just so everyone knows, all my camera stuff was done on a mount. I never handheld the camera while driving. That would have been a big no-no to begin with, okay? Now, the company asked me not to do the driving videos. There are liability issues there in some portions of the driving videos. So to not take that risk, they asked that I not do any videos while driving. Totally understandable. Some of you said, oh, well, can you do video in the cab of you driving? No, that's the same thing. The truck is in motion. I cannot video, whether it be the camera facing me or outside. It's all the same thing. Okay, so it's not going to happen. But yes, I do have mounts. I don't know how well you can see it right now. I still got my camera mount on the windshield for when I am sitting and I'm talking to you guys. I still, a lot of times, will mount it there and still, so my hands are free. I do have the mount still attached up here, and the one on the dash, so I just haven't taken them down yet. So I did have permanent mounts. Back to where you belong here. There you go. I did have permanent mounts for my video camera when I was doing the driving video. So anyways, hopefully that answers that. Alrighty, on to number 3 here. BN Forever 2009. I bet those KWs for team drivers are 10 speeds or 8 speeds. In regards to the episode 38, Living in a 6x6 Space. When I showed the new Kenworths that Celadon's getting, and just to make it official so everyone knows, I forgot to mention it in the video, my bad, they're 13 speeds, okay? Just so everyone knows, they're 13s. Much better. All right, on to another comment. Saxo Cala. I have no idea. Calacucum said you did this was on an older, much older video. Trucking, not using your brakes going down the mountain. One, you did your pre-trip, bad tires, big rig, and you still rolled. Wow. Actually, if they were bad, I wouldn't have rolled. They weren't bad tires. There was nothing wrong with the tires. So I don't even know where you're getting that from. So just so everyone knows, trust me, if the tires are bad, I'm not going to roll on them. So I'm really not sure where this guy got that from. So just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, so, and then Johnny Z is the one who actually prompted me to bring this up. He's from Australia, and it was once when I was talking about, I was running a little heavier loads, and I guess there's some confusion with some people as to, he was saying, oh, that's not very heavy, or not him, but someone else was, and actually it is pretty heavy. Okay, so in Canada, not the US, in Canada, on a tandem axle trailer, that's 2 axles, okay, nothing more, 2 axle trailer. If you're registered properly, you are allowed a maximum of 90,000 pounds gross weight, okay? In the US, it's 80,000 pounds gross weight. Now, to carry more, you just have to add an axle and another axle, and you will be allowed more weight. The weight limits go up. Never pulled those higher axle trailers, so I'm not even going to tell you what those weights are, but I know they get up there. Okay, so we are used to carrying, you know, heavier loads. When I did steel coils, when I was doing the flatbed, the average weight of each load was 48 to 50,000 pounds. If you remember correctly, I was carrying or pulling a spread axle trailer, which in the US and in Canada, on the spread axle, you're allowed up to 40,000 pounds. Okay, whereas with the regular tandem, in the US, you only can put 34,000 pounds, and up here, because of the 90,000 pounds, you're allowed to put a lot more, but on the axle weight itself. So I just wanted to clarify that. Hopefully this clarified it a little bit better. Probably not. So in Canada, on a tandem axle trailer, we're allowed to gross weight, you know, load and truck weight combined is 90,000 pounds. In the US, the maximum is 80,000 pounds. Alrighty, moving right along. Madhur K. Shretha. Please advise good trucking company that may provide free training in GTA Ontario. That's Greater Toronto area. Okay, doesn't matter where you are. There is no company that provides free training. There is no such thing as free training, okay? You have to give something up in order to receive the subsidized training, free training, quote unquote free training, because it's not really free because you have to give something up for it. That could be a year's contract with the company. It could be 2 years. It could be a certain amount of miles driven with that company. But you will be giving up something in order to receive that training from the company. Just because nobody is going to do stuff for free, just in the hopes that you may work for them. I know with Celadon, you have to do, I think it's 120, after the training period, you have to do, I think it's 120,000 miles. Don't quote me on it. I'm not 100% sure in regards to fulfilling a contract, and therefore the training is paid in full. And in some cases, you also get a lower rate to pay back part of that. So I'm just saying, there is no such thing as free training, and he's not the only one. I've had several people ask, you know, about the free training and blah, blah, blah. So there is no such thing. Just putting that out there. Alrighty, that's it. That's all. Hopefully that answered a few questions, and that's going to be it. That's going to be all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow we'll be back to the regular videos, although you'll never know. I mean, this is a Q&A video, so it doesn't really matter what I'm just saying. So just talk to you in the next video.